हेलो गुड मॉर्निंग एंड वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। आज की इस वीडियो होने वाली है नागा मूवमेंट के ऊपर। इससे पहले भी आई हैव ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड द पॉलिटिक्स इन नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया पेपर व्हिच इज रिलेवेंट टू आवर 6 semester course mainly in political science and other some other courses such as in master's degree also sometimes we have politics in north east India paper in some universities. This paper is very important as well as relevant also. So, in the last class, we have discussed about the Mizo movement, isn't it? We have discussed about the Mizo movement. Those who ever not attended the class, you can check in my playlist the politics in Northeast India paper. You will get the video. So today we will discuss about the Naga movement. This is a core about on the politics is in Northeast India paper. So as you can see, this is the whole Indian slide, and here the Nagaland is. This is the Northeast India map. Okay, sorry, Indian map. This one is, and this is the Northeast India map. So here is Nagaland. The capital of Nagaland is Kohima. Okay, so we are starting the slides now. Excuse me. Just yeah. Okay, so Naga movement. First of all, Naga movement is one of the oldest and most important significant political movement. Okay, one of the most important oldest and political movements, one of the oldest and most significant political movement in Northeast India. Total Northeast India, we have eight states. Those who are new in Northeast India paper, we have total 8 states, including Sikkim. Okay, so total we have 8 states in Northeast India, and it actually started the Naga movement. That is the Naga movement actually started even before India gained independence in 1947. Okay, before India gained independence in 1947, it has started. The movement has already started, which makes it unique compared to many other movements. Okay, the movement was led by the Naga nationalist group. We will come to the point who are the Naga nationalist group. We will come to this point, who believe that the Naga people had a distinct identity, isn't it? So in the northeastern state, total 8 states have many identity groups, isn't it? Many identity, many tribal groupings, many indigenous people, many tribal groupings are there, isn't it? Tribal groupings are there. So these Naga people had a distinct identity, also culture, also and history, which is different from the rest of India, isn't it? So because of this, they demand that their complete independence, complete autonomous status, isn't it, or a high degree of autonomy or a sovereignty for the Naga people. So that is their main demand. The Naga movement main demand was the autonomy or sovereignty for the Naga people. So one of the demands, as we can see, of the movement has been sovereignty. Meaning, I hope सबको पता है, as we are the student of political science, isn't it? Meaning the right of the Naga people. Here the in the Naga movement, the sovereignty का meaning, sovereignty मतलब ये होता है कि supreme. Okay, अगर country का sovereignty के बारे में बात करें कि India is a sovereign country. Okay, as India we can say India is a sovereign country. देन कोई एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर इंडिया पे इफेक्ट नहीं कर सकता है, एंड इंटरनल फैक्टर में भी इफेक्ट नहीं कर सकता. इंडिया का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज ए सुप्रीम लॉ ऑफ द लैंड. Okay, this is what. So here in the Naga movement, the meaning of sovereignty, the right of the Naga people to govern their own self. So over the time, these demands has also taken the form of seeking greater autonomy. Okay, greater autonomy, that is what the greater Nagalism. I hope you have already heard this word, greater Nagalism. Greater Nagalism word, isn't it? So the movement has been mainly active in the Nagaland, obviously. But it also extends to nearby areas such as Assam. That time Nagaland was part of Assam, a larger district of Assam. Manipur also, Arunachal Pradesh also, this movement was affected that time, where the Naga communities live. Arunachal Pradesh also, many Naga people will live now also, in Manipur also. isn't it? And in Assam also, this movement were affected. So overall, the Naga movement reflects the struggle of the Naga people to protect their own identity, land, and political rights, and it continues to influence politics and peace process in the region even today also. Okay, so this is what. Now the origin of the Naga movement can be understood through several important factors, isn't it? So first, the Naga people have a very strong sense of their own identity. They have distinct traditions. They have their own tradition. They have their own tradition. Every community, every ethnic group has their own identity, isn't it? So Naga people also has their own identity. They have distinct traditions, language also, and social system also, which made them feel different from the rest of India. Hmm. So secondly, the historically, the Naga areas were not fully integrated into the mainland India. Hmm. From the mainland Indian rule. Okay, so historical independence from mainland rule ideas were developed to them. Hmm. Especially during the colonial period, because of this, what happened? Many Nagas believed they had the right to remain independent even after India's independence. Okay, तो आप लोग अच्छे से सुनना, ओके। स्लाइड्स में जो भी दिया है उससे भी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है मैं जो बोल रही हूँ, ठीक है। सो द हिस्टोरिकल इंडिपेंडेंस फ्रॉम मेनलैंड इंडिया, मेनलैंड रूल, इंडियन रूल कैसे आया ये आइडियाज? हम्म, क्योंकि द नागाज वर नॉट फुली इंटीग्रेटेड इनटू द मेनलैंड इंडियन रूल, especially during the colonial period, the Britishers ruling period. Britishers ruling period. And because of this region, many Nagas believed that they had the right to remain autonomous status even after India's independence. They want to be. Hmm. So there was also a fear of cultural and political domination. The Naga people were concerned that their unique culture, they have their unique culture, isn't it? Unique culture. Naga people have their unique culture and way of life might be lost. They might losing their fear of losing their own unique culture, and the way of life they have, if they become part of larger nation. So that is why we have greater Nagalism concept we have. Hmm. This is what. So another reason was the lack of development and connectivity issues in that region, Naga Hills. Many Naga people feel that they were neglected. They are neglected and isolated. Hmm. Neglected, neglected and isolated. Isn't it? Isolated. They feel that, which increase their dissatisfaction, which increases led to dissatisfaction, which led to the dissatisfaction among them, isn't it? So this is why. So all these factor together led to the demand of self determination. खुद को ही रूल करेगा, ठीक है, उसको एक ऑटोनोमस स्टेटस चाहिए। वो लोग किसी के अंदर में नहीं रहना चाह रहे हैं क्योंकि उन लोगों का एक यूनिक कल्चर है। So they are feeling that their fear of losing their own identity. So they feel they have a feeling of neglected and isolated, which led to the dissatisfaction among them. So that is why demand for self-determination, meaning the desire of Naga people to govern themselves, self-determination, govern themselves, and decide their own political future. So this is what done. Then the main slide is here. That is Naga movement main slide is here. Okay, key phases of the Naga movement. ध्यान दीजिए इस slide को ज़्यादा. So first one is formation of the Naga National Council, that is NNC, Naga National Council, that was formed in 1946. Okay, 1946 as the first organized political body representing the Naga people. Naga people को, ठीक है? It evolved from earlier groups like the Naga Club. उससे पहले Naga Club नागा क्लब फॉर्म हुए थे। सो नागा क्लब आइडिया से ये नागा नेशनल काउंसिल आइडिया डेवलप हो गया। सो द नागा नेशनल काउंसिल एम टू सिक्योर पॉलिटिकल राइट्स, aim to secure political rights, isn't it? Political rights. They want to secure their political rights for the Naga people. Hmm. And self-determination. Also, self-determination. Determination. Isn't it? So this is what for the Nagas. So one of its most prominent leaders was the Angami Zapu Fizu. Angami Zapofizo, isn't it? Angami Zapofizo, who strongly advocated for Naga independence. This is what Angami Zapofizo. So the formation of the Naga National Council marked the beginning of a structured political movement in the region. So then the Declaration of Independence in the 1940s. Again, we have we India got independent. I all know already Declaration of Independence one. So this is what a day before India became independent, the Naga National Council declared that Nagaland would remain independent. Okay, this is the main point. So this reflected the belief that Nagas were never a part of mainstream Indian political system. इसको थोड़ा सा ओके जी रेस्ट करना पड़ेगा। सो क्या हो गया, सो जब नागा नेशनल काउंसिल डिक्लेयर्ड दैट नागालैंड वुड रिमेन इंडिपेंडेंट वन डे बिफोर इंडिया बिकेम इंडिपेंडेंट, इससे क्या हुआ, दिस रिफ्लेक्टेड दैट द बिलीव दैट द नागास वर नेवर पार्ट ऑफ मेनलैंड इंडिया मेन स्ट्रीम इंडियन पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम। सो दिस इज व्हाट ओके मेन political system. So in 1951, so what happened in 1951? In 1951, under Angami Zapofizu's leadership, Angami Zapofizu, okay, Angami Zapofizu's leadership, a plebiscite was conducted. We are talking about this point, second point. A plebiscite was conducted, claiming that a large majority of the Nagas supported independence. However, the government of India did not recognize this declaration. The plebiscite declaration, SCITE, plebiscite declaration was not, the government of India did not recognize this declaration. Okay, which led to the tensions between the Naga leaders and the Indian state. Then this point, then we have the armed struggle phase. Okay, then we have the armed struggle phase. तो बहुत सारा फेसेस हुआ था नागा मूवमेंट को लीड करने वाला फ्रॉम द सिंस द कॉलोनियल पीरियड टू नाउ आल्सो, इवन नाउ आल्सो, ठीक है। So then the armed struggle phase from 1950s to 1970s onwards. So during the 1950s, what happened? The movement turned into an armed struggle as negotiated failed. Negotiation was totally failed. That's what. So the Naga National Council formed underground armed groups. Underground armed groups form किया गया, ठीक है, अंडरग्राउंड आर्म ग्रुप्स फॉर्म किया गया उस टाइम में, ठीक है। And clashes with Indian security forces became frequent that time, that period of time from 1950s to 1970s. So this period saw the mainly saw the क्या देखते हैं हम लोग, the violence देखते हैं, instability and militarization in the region. So the government of India responded with military action and special laws to control the situation. आई होप आप लोग ने सुना होगा आफ्सपा, आर्म फोर्सेस स्पेशल पावर एक्ट 1951 स्टार्ट हुआ था, ठीक है। सो गवर्नमेंट टेकल्ड दिस सिचुएशन विद द आफ्सपा एक्ट, special laws to control the situation. This phase deeply affected the social and political life of Nagaland and continued for nearly 2 decades. Done. Then we have the Shillong Accord in 1975. So this is also important. Ceylon Accord was a major peace agreement signed on 11 November 1975. ठीक है, 11 नवंबर। डेट एक बार चेक कर लीजिएगा, मैं इतना भी श्योर नहीं हूँ 11 नवंबर को ही हुआ था क्या, लेकिन 1975 फॉर श्योर इन शिलोंग मेघालय। बिकॉज शिलोंग में क्यों हुआ था, क्योंकि उस टाइम नॉर्थ ईस्ट का मतलब आसाम का जो कैपिटल था वो शिलोंग में था ब्रिटिशर्स का। मतलब उससे पहले, ठीक है, उससे पहले तक शिलोंग में था। मतलब ब्रिटिशर्स ने मेनली जब इंडिपेंडेंस से पहले ब्रिटिशर्स जब थे नॉर्थ ईस्ट में, तब शिलोंग में असम का मेनली कैपिटल शिलोंग में थे, क्योंकि नॉर्थ ईस्ट का अदर स्टेट तो असम के अंदर ही थे, एंड द कैपिटल वाज शिलोंग दैट टाइम। देन आफ्टर दैट आल्सो शिलोंग अकॉर्ड इन 1975 happened. This agreement was signed between representative of the Naga National Council (NNC) and the government of India. On behalf of the government of India, the negotiations were conducted under the leadership of Prime Minister. We have Indira Gandhi that time, isn't it? Emergency situation भी आया था इंडिया में. So NNC, that is Naga National Council, was represented by a group of underground leaders. Not all the top leaders, and they agreed to certain important conditions that period of time. So we can say they agree to accept the Constitution of India without any condition. Okay, that time Shillong Accord में हुआ था, and also they agree to surrender arms. So first one, they will accept the Constitution. ठीक है, accept the Constitution. Done. Then they also agree to surrender arms. Surrender arms. The NNC groups, not the top leaders, the underground armed groups, okay, under NNC. So they agreed to surrender the arms and give up the armed struggle, okay, and also they agreed to resolve the issue through the peaceful means in the Shillong Accord. However, the Shillong Accord became highly controversial that time also. Controversial भी हुआ था, क्यों हुआ था? Many important Naga leaders, especially younger leaders, such as we have the Muiva, Isak and Muiva. Okay, so नाम सुना होगा Muiva and Isak, ठीक है? Just a minute. The young leaders such as Muiva, NSCN का लीडर, नागा नेशनल सोशलिस्ट काउंसिल, बाद में आएंगे हम लोग, राइज ऑफ एनएससीएन के बारे में बाद में आएंगे। सो दिस एनएससीएन का ही लीडर था, सॉरी एनएससीएन, ओके, एनएससीएन का ही लीडर था मुइभा। देन इसाक भी था, एंड ऑल्सो खपलांग, ठीक है। These are the young leader that period of time. In the 1975 and 1970s period, they were the young leader, and they rejected the agreement because they believe it compromised the demand for full independence of Nagaland. नागालिज्म का फुल इंडिपेंडेंस में हार्मफुल हो रहा है, फुल इंडिपेंडेंस पर हार्मफुल हो रहा है। Okay, this is what. So as a result, the dissatisfaction with the Shillong Accord led to the formation of the Naga National Socialist Council, that is NSCN, Naga National Socialist Council, NSCN. Okay, in the 1980s. 1980s में नागा नेशनल सोशलिस्ट काउंसिल NSCN बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है इन द नागा मूवमेंट, ठीक है, NSCN which continued the movement in a new direction. So while the Shillong Accord was an important step towards peace process, it also, what happened, it also caused division within the Naga movement and led to a phase of conflicting situation. That period of time, Shillong Accord एक peace process था, but also it led to, because of the dissatisfaction, it also led to a conflicting situation. So then we have the rise of NSCN and peace talks. So due to the dissatisfaction from here, with the Shillong Accord, new leaders like Isak Muiva, we already अभी मूवी कर दिया. इसाक, मुइवा, isn't it? Leaders के नाम याद रख लेना. खपलांग, खपलांग. Then these leaders formed the Naga National Socialist Council. अभी लिखा था मैंने, ऐसे ही मूव कर दिया. नागा नेशनल, आई होप नागा नेशनल हो जाएगा. सोशलिस्ट काउंसिल इज इंडीड NSCN. So NSCN formed in 1980. So the NSCN continued the movement, but later it split into NSCN. क्या हो गया? NSCN दो पार्ट में डिवाइड हो गया, इसलिए लीडर्स के नाम जानना इंपॉर्टेंट है. NSCN IM, दैट इज I से इसाक एंड M से मुइवा. NSCN IM N, NSCN-K, that is what? Neges, that is Khaplang. So NSCN-IM, that is Isak and Muiva, and NSCN-K, that is Khaplang. Okay. So in recent decades, the focus has shifted from conflict to negotiations nowadays. Okay. So peace talks between the government of India and Naga groups have been ongoing now also, including important agreements like the 2015 we have. In 2015, peace agreement, a framework agreement, we can say, 2015 framework agreement aiming for a long-term peaceful solution. So this is what. Then we have government role and peace efforts. So creation of Nagaland state in the 1963, very important for one mark question. So the government of India created the state of Nagaland in 1963, isn't it, as an important political step to address the Naga demands. नागा डिमांड को एड्रेस करके नागालैंड को एक स्टेट बना दिया, separated from Assam. So this was done to provide the Nagas with a separate administrative identity. मिला उन लोगों को इससे, isn't it? Within India, recognizing their unique history को recognize किया गया, culture को recognize किया गया, and their aspirations, various aspirations को recognize किया गया by granting the statehood, Naga statehood. The government aim to reduce conflict. So यही होता है ज्यादातर. Then we have special constitutional provision under Article 371A to further protect the Naga tradition. Naga tradition overall, ठीक है, Naga tradition को protect, culture, language, everything protect करने के लिए. So this given the special rights to Nagaland, mainly special constitutional rights to Nagaland. Under this provision, no central law related to religion or the special practices, customary laws even, and land ownership resources can be applied to Nagaland without the concept of the state assembly. ठीक है, उस पे लागू नहीं होगा कुछ भी, customary law भी, social practices भी, religious, any law, any central law उस पे लागू नहीं होगा without consent of the state assembly of Nagaland. ठीक है, ध्यान दीजिए पॉइंट्स को, ठीक है, अंडर आर्टिकल 371A. So this ensures that Naga customs and traditions remain protected, addressing fears of cultural domination. Then we have ceasefire agreements with the Naga groups. So over the time, the government of India signed several ceasefire agreements with major Naga insurgent groups such as NSCN IM, अभी लिखा था यहाँ पे, isn't it? NSCN IM, NSCN K. So this ceasefire helped reduce the violence, isn't it, and created an environment for dialogue instead of armed conflict. Then ongoing peace negotiations we have now also. A major development was the framework agreement. Already I have told you, 2015 framework agreement between the government of India and NSCN IM. Okay. So these negotiations aim to balance Naga aspirations with India's sovereignty, focusing on their own autonomous status, autonomy, cultural recognition, or we can say administrative rights, political rights, financial independence, isn't it? So this is what, as they are already getting the statehood. Then, so focus on development and integration. Then we have. So along with the political solution through the peace negotiations, the government has emphasized economic development also. and infrastructure in Nagaland and the surrounding areas, just border areas, because Nagaland have border with Myanmar to some extent, isn't it? So that's what. So effort including improving roads, dear, development in the sense of roads development, isn't it? Roads development, educational connectivity development, because these are Nagaland have a very remote area also. Nagaland is very beautiful also. If you went to Nagaland any time, Nagaland has what Joko Valley, Joko Valley, जोको वैली isn't it? I think मेरा स्पेलिंग थोड़ा सा मिस्टेक हो गया. जोको वैली बहुत ब्यूटीफुल वैली है, विजिट कर सकते हैं नागालैंड में. एंड देन नागालैंड ऑल्सो हैव हॉर्नबिल फेस्टिवल. Hornbill festival also. So this whole slide, the government role and peace support, the whole slide that the government of India has used a combination of political accommodation in the Nagaland, legal protection, peace talks, and development policies to address the Naga issues over the time. Then we have concluding slides. So the Naga movement is one of the longest political movements in India, as we already know this, showing how deeply rooted issues of identity they have, isn't it? Self-determination can persist over the period of time. This movement is not just about the conflict, isn't it? Naga movement is also not about the conflict. It also reflects the demand for identity, autonomy, and the rights. It also involves both conflicts and continuous peace efforts, including till today. Hmm. So, also importantly, the movement has led to significant political recognition also. The creation of the Nagaland in the 1963, Nagaland as a state, as a separate, and the special provisions like Article 371A. Hmm. This article is also important, demonstrate how the government has acknowledged Naga identities, isn't it? Hmm. And granted constitutional protection. So, in conclusion, the Naga movement highlights the importance of balancing the whole balancing of the thing. Hmm. Regional aspirations of the Naga people in one hand and with the national unity, isn't it? So, Banna Bata hai. This is what. So, a peaceful and lasting solution is essential not only for Nagaland, isn't it, but also for the overall stability and development of the northeast region of India. Hmm. So several movements going on in the Northeast at that period of time. That period of time is indeed the Mizo movement, one of the Mizo movement we have already discussed. You can see the video in my playlist. Okay. So these are the leaders, okay. NSC and IM leaders. This is Muiva, already passed out. The Ishak NSC and IM leaders. Ishak already passed out, and Khaplang also passed out. The NSC and K leaders Khaplang, okay. This is what, and then we have Naga Heritage Hornbill Festival. Every year, I think in January or I forgot. So a Hornbill Festival also happen every year. Beautiful festival. So this is what Naga movement is all about, and thank you for watching today's video, है ना. आप लोग अगर मेरा पहला वाला वीडियो नहीं देखा मिजो मूवमेंट के ऊपर, वो देख सकते हो. सो थैंक यू एंड बाय बाय, हैव ए गुड डे.